What is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan2000 with another episode of the Jamiroquai Minute, all the latest Jamiroquai news in less than 1 minute. And today is yet another one of our weekly news roundups for the week of April 30th, so let's get into the news that happened this week. Jamiroquai was supposed to be performing on the Laters with Jools Holland show earlier this week, but the band had to back out of their appearance almost in the 9th hour because Toby Smith's funeral, the late Toby Smith, who was a co-founder of the band Jamiroquai's funeral, was to transpire on the day that they were going to do their taping for the Jools Holland show. So to respect Toby Smith and the band backed out of their performance on the show and went and attended Toby Smith's funeral. The Jools Holland show did pay tribute to the late co-founder of Jamiroquai by playing a previous 1997 Jamiroquai performance when Toby was still with the band. So very, very nice tribute by Jools Holland show and for the band Jamiroquai during the loss of Toby Smith. Also this week, Jamiroquai, it was also announced that Jamiroquai will be playing a private gig in Paris, France on May 14th. But this will be a private performance, and availability of tickets for this concert will only be available through a radio contest through Virgin Radio France and a bank chain within the country of France. So sorry, Jamiroquai fans outside of the country of France, but yeah, they're going to be running a contest to win tickets for this concert to go to this private gig in Paris, France. Also this week, we also got a additional new release of Automaton, and to make it even more interesting, it actually got released in the Americas. But this release of Automaton would be only for South America. This release of Automaton, thankfully by some pictures taken by some Argentinian fans of the Jamiroquai If I Like It, I Do It Argentinian Facebook group. Thank you for those pictures. This release did have 12 tracks, and it would be an exclusive South American release for the countries of Argentina, Chile, and Uruguay. But pictures were taken by fans on Facebook of this release, and the cover of the album cover did have like a white border around it saying those countries in Spanish. So very good to see Automaton finally releasing in the Americas finally. But when it's going to come out in the United States, it's still a little bit off. Hopefully sometime between May and June, hopefully we'll get some confirmation from either the record label or the band about pertaining to the U.S. release. But I'm starting to think that the Automaton release in the United States might end up being just import. I hate to say that, but from everything I've seen online and the retail sites flip-flopping their release dates for the Automaton release here in the United States, they might end up going with imports, specifically being the facilitation distribution for Automaton here in the United States. But hopefully we might get a solid release date for Automaton, so I'll keep you all up to date on that. But what else is happening with Jamiroquai? Derrick McKenzie, Jamiroquai drummer Derrick McKenzie, put up a 5th episode of his Groove Sessions on his YouTube channel, so be sure to go by and check out Derrick McKenzie's YouTube channel, where he's been producing videos basically giving his tutorials on how he plays drum and how he's developed the style playing drums for the band Jamiroquai over the last 10 to 12 years. So be sure to check out the YouTube channel. And the Jamiroquai HQ Twitter account restarted its Automaton album promotion machine with starting a new hash mark called 12 Days of Automaton, where each day on the Twitter account they're basically just cutting off a song from the recently released Universal Germany video interview with JK, where he does a track by track of each track from Automaton. So they cut it up into 12 separate tweets. So over the last few days they've been putting out tweets under the hash mark 12 Days of Automaton with a little snippet of each song from the album, basically promoting the album. So it's good to see them, after the loss of Toby Smith, getting themselves back together and starting to continue to promote Automaton on social media. So that's good to see. Also, in regards to Toby Smith, his obituary did appear recently in the Telegraph UK newspaper in both digital and print versions, and it was a very, very good obit that was written by the Telegraph in honor of Toby Graftany Smith in their newspaper. As for updates here on the JamiroFan YouTube channel, I've been doing a concurrent series called Rarely Heard Jamiroquai Remixes, where I've basically been highlighting some of the lesser-known Jamiroquai remixes, but that I think are pretty awesome. So far the reception of the series has been pretty good. the views have been good, so I hope everyone's been enjoying that series. And now I come to potentially another new series I'm going to be doing here on the YouTube channel. I read some of the YouTube comments, and I've decided that I'm going to start doing a new series called The Top 20 Jamiroquai. And what I mean by that title is I'm going to be counting down the top 20 Jamiroquai, the best top 20 Jamiroquai songs of all time. I hopefully will be starting that series maybe early next week, middle of next week, give or take my time at work, and if I have the free time to do it. But expect starting in early to mid next week of me doing the top 20 Jamiroquai, or the top 20 best Jamiroquai songs according to me, at least in my opinion. But each song will have its own separate video, so expect 20 separate videos as I count down the top 20 Jamiroquai songs. And each video I'll be doing a little commentary about each track and why I really like that song from Jamiroquai. So this is going to be a very, very hard series to record. So be sure to, every episode of this that comes out, please be sure to share your thoughts and comments about that specific song on my top 20 in the comment section of the YouTube comments of that. And that's about it for all the news of the Jamiroquai Minute for Jamiroquai and Automaton this week, for the week of April 30th. All the links to everything that I discussed in this video of the Jamiroquai Minute, as always, are in the description of this video down below, so be sure to check all those out. And I'll see you very soon with another Jamiroquai Minute, another JamiroFan Talks About, another Rarely Heard Jamiroquai remix, and of course the new series that I before mentioned, the top Jamiroquai, the top 20 Jamiroquai. So be sure to keep an eye out for that series coming on the channel very, very soon next week. This is JamiroFan2000. I'll see you again really soon with another Jamiroquai Minute. Have a great weekend, everybody.